Hello, everybody. I am so excited to be here today to talk about different ways that we can unlock our potential here at Park Lane, which I feel is truly limitless. We're going to be talking about the 4 different ways that you can earn here at Park Lane Jewelry. And really, I want to talk to you about how you can achieve your dreams and earn the income that you need to earn to be able to make those dreams come true. So let's talk briefly about long-term vision and think about why you're here, right? Seriously, can you paint a picture about what you, if that little voice in your head was turned off, if you didn't have any ifs, ands, or buts, what would your business look like, right? I know from experience that when I'm coaching my girls, I really want them to have a strong why. And I think you guys know this too. And the reason you want a strong why is so you can feel internally motivated, right? Like Park Lane is offering all kinds of incredible things through our compensation plans, through our programs, which I'm going to delve into in just a minute. But really, when you're internally motivated by something that means something to you, it's going to make that scary work, that hard work, so much easier for you to do. I know I like to tell my girls that if your dreams don't scare you, they're probably not big enough, right? Because here's your comfort zone and, the magic's all the way over here, right? You guys have heard all of those things, but they're true. So what is it? What is it that drives you? Is it, a better education for your children through private school or whatever? Is it traveling maybe to create those incredible memories with your family? Maybe it's paying off debt that you need to do in order that you can relieve that stress. Or maybe maybe it is like hiring a house cleaner or someone to do the yard work so you can free up more time. Like time is our biggest thing that we need, right? I guess whatever it is really doesn't matter because that's all going to be individual to you. But whatever it is most likely does require money, right? Money is not necessarily the motivator, although it feels like we always seem to want more of it. But money is the vehicle that gives you options, and it's why we work, right? So let's talk about how you can start making that real money. Because I can promise you that when you start making real money that makes a difference in your family, that is when your priorities will change and you will be internally motivated to do some of the things that maybe you're not currently doing right now. So how do you do this, right? Number 1, it begins with the decision and knowing where you're going. So dream big, figure out where it is that you want to go, and make the decision that you're going to do it. All right, number 2 is that you want to believe in yourself. You want to believe in this company, believe in Park Lane, believe in the jewelry, know what you're doing. Number 3 is you need to begin visualizing yourself as the leader that you want to be. Act as if, right? Act as if you are already at that level. So, question to you before we delve into all of this. Are you a brand new area leader at your level, or a direct appoint leader that is yet to achieve and unlock all of the full benefits of your title, the bonuses, the commission? Do you even know what those benefits are? Don't worry if this is you, because I'm assuming this is many of us in this room. So I really want to start talking about, in big, broader strokes, about ways that you can maximize your potential to understand the bonuses and help you work towards that next promotion, okay? It really is pretty easy, in my opinion. No, easy, excuse me, wrong word. Simple, not easy. It is all about building good business habits, okay? There are 4 possibilities to earn here at Park Lane if you didn't know. The first one is through your personal sales. You guys, we have the potential to earn 30 to 50% in personal sales. That can be a huge part of your paycheck right there. Number 2 is through personal recruiting, okay? We earn infinitely deep on our downline. Insane, great program. Plus, you can earn 15%, up to 15% on the women you personally bring in as fashion directors. You guys, that's a huge incentive right there. When I look at my paycheck weekly, the people that I'm earning the most on are those fashion directors, and it's really important. So number 3 is personally developing your team members, right? Building branches. What does that do for your business? It creates volume, it unlocks those bonuses, okay? And number 4 is finding experienced leaders in the field by focusing on our direct appoint program. I like to think of that like the 401k, like the secondary stream of income that's working for you, right? But we'll break those down in just a few minutes. So let's talk first about personal business, right? I want you guys to never leave anything on the table, okay? are you achieving 50%? Because area leaders and above have that opportunity. Are you selling $4,000 every week or every month, personally to unlock your RRC benefits? Like, don't leave anything on the table. That's $550 in free product, you guys, for you to use for yourself, to incentivize your team members, to give away to your customers. Like, we live in this online world right now. You want that extra jewelry, I'm telling you. Plus, that's $2,000 in commission right there. I'm telling you, at my old company, we had leaders that were at the, area division leader that were barely making $2,000 a month. I've seen a lot of these stylist profiles, you guys. Y'all are making good money here. So let's not leave anything on the table. Number 2 is by personally recruiting, right? These are good habits to be building right now. Do you guys know that when you hit senior division and above, that you automatically unlock that 50% just by personally recruiting and launching one new team member every month? So here's what I guess I want to say. As an area leader, are you acting as if? Are you acting as if you're a senior division? I know that may seem like a far reach, but if you start practicing building these good behaviors, high personal sales, personal recruiting, and acting as if by recruiting one person every month, you are focusing on that level. And I guess I don't want to just focus on area leaders, because I bet they feel like that's a pretty big jump to get up to senior division. But maybe even, are you a sales VP? And are you working on these business? Are you acting as if you're going to be unlocking all these things? So the third way to really max our compensation plan is to develop your people and build branches. When I first came over to Park Lane a couple of years ago, I was very interested in learning just give me like the elevator spiel about how I can earn quickly and max this comp plan. And Kathy kept telling me, build branches. And I don't know, it's like teaching an old dog new tricks over here. It just took me a little while to grasp that, because when you look at the compensation program, I had to stop and think, why would I want to promote somebody who just by having one person, and then, my commission drops on them? But I'm going to tell you, if you've thought that's a really short-term vision way to think. And I'm really getting you guys to focus on long-term vision, because after 3 years in this business, I can tell you why it makes a big difference. Because when you are focused on building that recruiting culture and having everyone bring a friend along for the ride, you are growing. And when you're not growing, you're dying, right? And you're creating that recruiting culture. People who bring in new team members, they're happier, they're more engaged, and they stay in the business longer, right? Plus, promoting, now that I understand the compensation plan more, promoting to division and senior division is all about what? Branches, right? So do you know what branches also do for your team? If you don't, they create volume. And when you start moving into those executive leadership levels, it is all about volume. That's how you unlock all of your bonuses. And I'm going to tell you right now, you definitely want to unlock those bonuses. So you need 4 branches for division, and you need 8 branches for senior division. See, it's a trend. If everybody's building branches, everybody's growing, everybody's happy, they're moving up the food chain, right? So if you are feeling like that it is a big jump, maybe you're sitting here as an area leader and you're thinking that's a really big jump, 8 branches to get to senior division, don't think about the whole enchilada, right? Think about the small things you can do today. Think about unlocking personal sales as much as you can. Think about personally recruiting and then training them to bring a friend along for the ride, because all the work comes in building those branches, and then you'll get there. And maybe you are a senior division that is also feeling like, I'll never get to earn my title fully, right? Maybe you've lost the belief that you can even do it. Just start somewhere. Start today, make the decision that you want to do it, and start building those branches one at a time, right? They all add up over time, and you can get there. So my next question for you guys is, do you understand the compensation plan? I mean, have you read it? I know it's a little confusing because there are so many great things to have, but if you're an area leader, do you understand everything that's available to you? If you're a division leader and you have area leaders on your team, do you understand the area compensation plan? And I'm saying that to you because there's a difference between a sponsor and a coach. I want you to decide which one you are or which one you want to be, because a sponsor is somebody that answers questions, right? Is someone that's just there for you when you need them, which is great. That's all good. But a coach is somebody that challenges you to believe in you and knows that when you're capable of more. So when you understand the compensation plan and you're recognizing those benchmarks, or you know how far someone needs to go to get somewhere, that is when you can really help people understand what they're capable of. So let's look at this example. If you're a division in this room, are you personally watching your team net sales every month, right? 10K, 10,000 net every month is important for you to be hitting as a division. When you submit 10,000 every month, that's $2,500 a week, you are now getting a $500 bonus, right? $500 bonus, that is huge, right? Don't leave the money on the table. I mean, you could personally be selling $2,500 a week yourself if you were focused on it to be unlocking that $500. But of course, I would never tell you to do that all by yourself. I want you to be focusing on all the pillars of earning at Park Lane. But let me tell you here, I also believe that as an area leader, right, that's when we start earning Mercedes car bonus, right? I feel like people work really hard to unlock that bonus, but then I think it kind of gets forgotten about along the way to earn it on a monthly basis. And I was recently speaking to an executive leader on my team, and she wasn't aware of the recruits report that we now have to track MCP. And I know, you guys, that numbers, for me, like numbers I want to run sometimes, or reports. It's just a part of the job that I'm not as good at, but I try really hard to do it. And when I showed her that the month prior, one of her divisions missed her $500 Mercedes car bonus by like a hair, by like a couple $100, she was mortified. And she was mortified because she knows what that division is working for. She knows what bills that money from Park Lane pays for, and she felt terrible because had she reached out as the coach to suggest, hey, you have just a couple more $100 to go, I bet that girl would have done it, and and had that extra $500. So I'm not telling you guys to feel bad if you're not doing this on a monthly basis, but it is a way to motivate others by incentivizing around those benchmarks. If you know what you need to be earning and what they need to be earning, it really does help. So think about this as a division leader, okay? If your team is selling $2,500 a week and you're earning your Mercedes car bonus every month, that's $1,000 extra. That is insane. And you guys should right now, what would you do with $1,000 if I just handed you $1,000 in cash? What would you do with it? You need to write it down because it's money we can't leave on the table. Okay, so we've really deep dived into personal sales, personal recruiting, building branches, but let's talk about number 4, which is focusing on our direct appoint program and bringing in experienced leaders in the field. So I'm going to assume that most of you in this room know what the program is all about, but if not, I'm just going to briefly explain just so nobody's left in the dust here. Basically, it's a program I've never heard of anyone ever focusing on in this industry. And it's all about recognizing experience. So if you know someone in the field that has industry experience, they can come in and interview to potentially be brought in at a lateral or higher level than what they were at their other company. And I know a lot of people in this room, and if you're one of them, you can silently wave or you can raise your hand. Some people don't focus on it because of a fear that you might find somebody that would come in laterally or higher than you, right? I know many of you have said it. I probably said it myself, but I want you again to change your focus. Get those binoculars out and focus on your long-term vision, because the big picture is important. I hope you did not come here to play small. And I know that building that long-term vision approach is kind of a slow and steady approach, but it definitely works. And when you're focused on all 4 of those pillars, they will make you the well-rounded leader that you want to be. So let me give you another little example about this. So let's say you're a division leader, okay, and you bring in a senior division from another company simply by sending their information to Jennifer Bond or Kathy Cassidy to have them interview, right? You understand that they are probably going to come in higher than you and they're going to be assigned to your upline leader. I know, short term, bummer. But what if that senior division came in and built a huge organization that started bringing in $1 million a month in sales, right? You get 2% on that, right? 2%, maybe doesn't sound that big to you, but in this scenario, that's $20,000 extra, like your secondary stream of income. You didn't really do anything for that money, but hand the name in to Kathy or to Jennifer, right? And they came in. That is amazing. And guess what? We are about to start earning a brand new trip, right? You can earn additional trips when you bring in, they get to kind of double dip. Not only do they get to count as a qualified stylist for you, but they also, if they earn the trip, you earn another trip. That's how I got to bring my kids on the cruise. Like, it's a great way to unlock more things. Again, don't leave anything on the table. I think everybody should be focused on this program because I think we do have the best compensation program in the industry. And I think when people start realizing that, who understand how little they've been given, they want to come over here and they really want to work to unlock these programs. So if you've ever asked yourself, like, why would I want to bring in somebody that's going to be assigned to my upline leader, or why would I want to flip this show, to promote this new stylist to branch, or to get a qualified stylist, or why would I promote this person to branch when my commissions drop? I want you to stop thinking like that, because it is a short-term vision. And being a really good leader is all about long-term vision. And I have to say that I find myself asking those types of questions typically when I'm not coming from a place of abundance. So again, abundance, how does that get created? Personal sales, personal recruiting, and branches, because that gives you that belief that you have potential on your team of people that are wanting to work this business. So being a good leader is all about abundance and acting as if. Plus, I think asking those questions is not about servant leadership. And I know I've spoken in the past about servant leadership because leaders have to come to the table with that giving attitude. And you really need to be all about building others, because you are a 1%er, you guys. Look around. You are a leader. You're on this call. You were invited to be part of this leadership conference because you're one of the top leaders in our company. Are you just doing the motions, or are you chasing a promotion so that your upline doesn't, or your downline doesn't catch you, right? Are you coming from a place of abundance? Are you thinking long-term? I wanted to make a little joke here because I love that movie Office Space, right? Jennifer Aniston, she's got the sash. She works at like that TGI Fridays, and the manager comes up to her and is like, what, Jennifer, you're not wearing the required amount of flair. And he's like, Brian over here has like 32 pieces of flair. I want to challenge you. Are you wearing the minimum amount of flair, or are you Brian and wearing 32? Because I know when I am rocking and rolling and doing well, I'm wearing 32 pieces of flair, and I want everyone around to feel that energy and excitement. So dream bigger, think bigger. Even if you have been a stylist in this industry for decades, or you came over as a senior division and you're operating as an area leader, it doesn't matter. Let's take like a 60-day challenge. And this is not something the company is sponsoring. This is just like an idea that I have, that what if over the next 60 days, we all took time to re-promote ourselves to division leader, right? Could you focus on creating 4 new branches, right? Could you personally work on selling $2,500 every week between you and your team? I hope so. And then could you really focus on the Mercedes car bonus, right? And making sure that your team has 3 new recruits between you and yourself, right? Imagine what that would do. Even for yourself, if you're just constantly trying to re-promote yourself, but imagine if you're an upper level leader and you have other leaders doing the same. That is a trickle-down effect. That will inspire the team members on your team to want to do more if you're doing the work alongside with them. So don't let fear get in the way. And for every single one of you that just said, oh, gosh, that sounds like a lot of work, it might be. But I'm telling you, it's so worth it. And nothing ever worth it is not worth working, or not worth not working for. That makes sense. Anyways, come from that place of abundance. Don't leave anything on the table. This job is so much more than just selling jewelry. And as a leader in this room, I want you to know that you've most likely inspired others to do that. So consider trying to re-promote yourself to that next level and taking this challenge. If I could leave one thought with you guys out there, I want each of you to become dream builders for yourself, right? Imagine what's possible and stop believing that it's impossible. come from a place of abundance, see that long-term vision, and work the numbers to unlock our bonuses and increase your paychecks. Nothing is impossible, ladies. In fact, the word itself says, I'm possible. All right, guys. Love you. Bye.